would say Belfast is an excellent place to come and film, whether it be television or feature films. We now have a choice of studio facilities. Belfast Harbour Studios facility, I think, is now just coming into its third year after completion of being built. It's brand new, state-of-the-art. There are 2 sound stages here, both 32,000 square feet each. They have an elephant door, as it's known in the business, between the 2 stages, so you can convert it into one very large, long stage. There's great height to the eaves.
The rigging in the rafters is all purpose-built for all our lighting. We have fantastic facilities attached to the stages, also ample power within the stages, negating having to bring in generators. We have 2 fantastically sized workshops, both 11,000 square feet each. One workshop, pretty much we house the construction painters and plasterers. And in our second workshop, we have props, armoury, costume armoury and costume stores. We have approximately 36,000 square feet of purpose-built production office, which is spread over 3 floors with art department, locations, set deck, stunts. We have our productions, accountancy, directors and producers, and we have costume, construction office, and we also have a great space which we use for processing crowd on crowd days. We can produce a whole range of periods in Belfast. At the moment, we're producing The Northman, Viking film out of the studios. Previous to that, we'd worked on a sci-fi production called Krypton. These were huge sets, and of course the studio space set here lent itself very well.
The studio is on a 9-acre site, but it's surrounded by 340 acres of land. The Harbour Commissioners have announced Phase 2, which is going to more than triple the facility's capacity.
This is Titanic Studios in Belfast Titanic Quarter. This complex comprises these 2 huge facilities that between them have housed a selection of major productions in the past few years. Titanic Studios are also very accessible as they're just off the main motorway network and just 5 minutes away from Belfast City Airport. This studio, known as the Paint Hall, was originally part of the nearby shipyard. It was used for spray painting the ships, which explains its name and enormous size.
We're standing in our throne room set at the moment, which we built for Game of Thrones. It's quite a large set. It's 35 foot high, and it actually links in between 2 of our cells. The paint hall is made up of 4 individual cells. Each cell is a massive 16,000 square foot. Each cell has got 2 doors, exterior doors that access the cell, and these doors, when open, give us an opening of 120 foot wide by 60 foot high, which is a huge advantage. We've done a universal project called Your Highness. They had a great hall which continued through cell 1 into cell 2 into an exterior courtyard. That set ended up being about 350 foot long. City of Edinburgh was one of the first major films to use this facility. They loved it because they were able to use the height. They used all the way up to the top, the complete 90 foot of the building.
As you can see, this is a massive site, and 2012 brought this impressive addition, the Hurst McQuitty stages.
This is the Hurst and McQuitty sound stages, 42,000 square feet, 2 separate sound stages. They can be used as one sound stage, or they can be closed off and used completely separately. for Game of Thrones. We had one unit in this stage and another unit in the other stage.
Because we're designing these stages from scratch, it gives us the opportunity to design in some fantastic gantries and walkways. So we've got easy access to every corner of the stage. It's a fantastic facility.
The Loop is a studio based in Belfast. It's about 5 minutes from the city centre. It is based on a main road, which means that the studio is accessible for lots of people. Studio A is approximately 34,000 square foot. The last production I shot here was Krypton Season 2, and in this studio we set up 2 stages where we used both floor to ceiling on one of the stages, and the other stage was an interior tunnel set. Loop Studios is great for larger productions because it's got such space in the studio but also in the surrounding area, so you can park up your extras, and there are also great facilities for you to be able to park up your unit while filming in the studios.
While these aren't purpose-built, they're still fantastic as a studio space because there's no blackout required. There are no pillars. You can build substantial sets in here. You've got, I think it's 38 feet in height in here, which is, hard to find.
So this space is Studio B, and it's approximately 25,000 square foot. On both seasons of Krypton, we used this stage for green screen stages and for different sound stages.
Studio B used it for several productions. Actually, My Mother and Other Strangers was the BBC period drama, where we recreated the interior of our house and our pub in the same space. Morgan for Scott Free Films. It was a science fiction movie, and we recreated the interior of our laboratory.
So Loop Studios is a great site for construction. There are several different areas within the site that can be used for construction only. There's one area that we had just as a carpentry workshop. We also had a separate painter's workshop and a separate fabrication workshop, all on site. We're currently in the office part of Loop Studios, which is approximately 14,000 square feet. The good thing about the office space here is that it's in 2 different parts of the studio, which means you can have 2 productions shooting at the same time using the office space for both their production offices.
We now have a skill set that's world class, and we can accommodate this high-end TV drama. We can accommodate the high-end Hollywood movies, big budget movies, indie movies. So it's incredible, and it can only bode well for the future.
In Northern Ireland, we can take full advantage of the UK tax credit, but Northern Ireland Screen offers a further incentive, which, everybody's interested in what they can do to reduce the hard cost of making production, and it all helps.